Now let's continue, move on to the next step. We are simulating after we publish, like actually as like you have contacted the vendors, you have to ask a pricing quote from them. It's like you submitted the request. And then we are assuming now we receive the quotation from each of the bidder we contacted before, and we got all of the different pricing from them. And then you will compare the pricing in the next step and pick up, right, the best one for the company. Then we'll issue a formal purchase order to that bidder only. So one finalized. So the next step, step 8, 9, 10, to simulate receiving the quotation and then compare the pricing, and finally pick a winner and put a purchase order from that vendor. So step 8, create quotation from the vendor, and this is the job for the inventory assistant. Okay, so purchasing agent is responsible for contacting, right? The bidder send out, but the inventory assistant will get involved comparing all of the bidding, the quotation we received. So I think this one you go from the inventory assistant and manage the quotations and pick up the first one, because this also, okay, this is the one I have before, but pick the one you have and pick this one, and then I believe create and click on. Yeah, go. I already, if you want to do, if there is a lot, and you can do like a search using your own, like, so it will pop up, right? So that's like, why, we have this quotation description. So differentiate if you have like multiple quotation underneath. Okay, so you can drill down to the one you have, for example. If I do FQ, RFQ, yeah, the one you put, and you put go, and you only have one, okay, like the one you created. So I will click on that one, and then click on the row with the for code, go to the bidder area. I think, yeah, just extend. And go to so this is the overall, okay, the quotation with, send. And now go to the bidders, you have all of the three listed. And then we are going to simulate, to input what they have offered, okay, for us, the pricing. And click on the row and go to the bidder, and then each of them. So click on each of them and create quotation. The first one. This is the new vendor we created, and let's assume these are 3 weeks, okay, from the time we send out the request for the quote. And then for this one, follow up the document, okay, put on this one, standard. And then from here, we need to put this $32, I believe. Net ordering price. Okay, this here. Because all of the other information is we have in the system. Okay, so bidder one exactly offered $32, which is our moving average price, okay, for the inventory. So this is, so majorly we are looking for the pricing, and then submit. Be careful not to create. Okay, submit. In the top. Oh, create. Yeah, first create and then submit. Has been submitted, and now you go back. You can use the back arrow to go back to the second. And once you see the first window, the quotation, the total cost is appeared. Then the second bidder. Um, check on that and create quotation. Let's just put the same in 3 weeks and also the standard order. The only thing different is about the pricing they put here is 36.50. Apparently higher. I know, this looks very simple, but in the real business, the code may not be that simple. So we need to have all of the record, in the system. So create and then submit. And again, go back to the prior page. So two already submitted. You can see their total dollar amount, the cost. And then the final, the third one, create a quotation. And this one offer a price for $35 per unit of the chain log. So something in the middle, so create. And then submit. And I think we got all of the three. And click on to go back. And I want to really show you this working process. You can see this is really a nice. Once it's really a workflow dashboard, right? So you directly see what you have followed. Purchase requisition, and upon that, we publish the request for quotation. And then 3 weeks later, we receive all of the three quotations from the three bidders. And I think that now we can go back to um, the prior page. Complete. I don't really see a OK or somewhere. You save the both codes and take note of the. Do I need to click on this? No, I think. Yeah, submitted. Yeah, that's like, the confirmation. So now I will be safe, to go back to the material management. And the next step is the inventory. Inventory supervisor. Inventory supervisor will compare the supplier quotation and then pick the one. And so material management and the inventory supervisor compare supplier quotation. Three of them. And they are RFQ again. I can do a search. Yeah, this is the one for me. I have all of the three. And the system has already run and picked the most cost saving, right? The lowest cost for the chain log, which apparently is the Midwest Supply Company. And for this one, the number is already green, so I let us know this is the lowest cost. It's actually ranked them, right? Lowest, middle, and the highest. So for the one we pick, you pick the quotation from the lowest cost, right? And click on award is in approval, but the other two, we need to reject them, right? So rather than leave it open, if you don't reject. And then to reject them, we need to click on this one, the quotation number, and click on that and manage supplier quotation. Will complete, close this quotation. We don't really say reject, but complete. And then go back. And you can see the status changed. And click on the other one. Oh, I'm sorry. So go back to here again. Uh, the last one, submit, manage. Yeah, if you accidentally left the prior, you always can go back because we already submitted, awarded one and complete, rejected one. Now we are rejecting complete the second, the other. And then go back. Now you can see the quotation. The first one awarded. Okay, that will be the vendor we are going to issue a purchase order, and the other two rejected. They should be able to see their status, from the system. And then I think that's it. Now we can go back to the homepage of material management, and now step 10, create purchase order. Okay, this is finally we are creating it's like your formal purchase order to the Midwest, the supplier, the vendor company. So this is the job of inventory assistant. Okay, once the supervisor awarded the bidder. And so for inventory assistant, we manage the RFQ. And again, I'm picking the one we are having here. And then let's see, after select this one, open. And I think go to the process flow. Yeah, open this one. Okay, and so checking the details and go to the process flow, the tab. And you can see here again, okay. So this is the awarded, right? And then click on this one, manage supplier quotation. And then follow up. Okay, follow up document means so I want to create a follow up document. So the purchase order, okay, not a contract. Contract is still not a, so we are skipping the contract, okay, like purchase order. And then, yeah, you are leading to, okay, the new paperwork in the process. But everything we are doing here is referring to the quotation, like the number of the units and the pricing. Okay, but we need to even like the features for the chain log. Okay, for the inventory plant, we are going to receive it, but anything else? Okay, we want to split. Yeah. So in the purchase order, to go to the purchase order items, and they want you to change the order unit, the quantity, okay, they want 2 times delivery because this one is showing our total units, okay, like requested. So I'm putting half of it, and then select the entry, this one, and I think a copy. So you will get 2 requested. So each of them is 100 unit and can order quantity, okay, like 132. And in the purchase order item screen, to go to the scheduled line, and we are requesting a delivery date in a week. Okay, 1 month later, you may have get a warning for the delivery can be met. Okay, you just ignore that, confirm. So not the July. Okay, be careful. I'm going back to May, 1 week later. Yeah, or anything like in a reasonable, okay, like time range, because after we receive the quotation. So maybe like, I will put May 9th, okay, 1 week after the quotation has been awarded. Okay, so like maybe a delivery, okay. And then so purchase 1 week later and then click on apply and then order. And now successfully you should, okay, this is the top is your purchase order number. Okay, write this down again. Or take a screenshot because we may need to referring to this number, like for invoice, comparing, verification of the shipment, or even like accounts payables, or a standard purchase order. So that's finish our step 10. And you can now go back to the home page.